What's happening, Cowboy Nation? It is your boy, Gen X Cowboy, coming to you from Family First. Welcome to episode 13 of the Family First Sports Show. Now, we're going to get into the game plan today. We got a lot to talk about. Cowboys Rams scrimmage. Man, it don't look good, fellas. But it's early. We're going to get into it. What's happening, Cowboy Nation? It is your boy, Gen X Cowboy, coming to you from Family First Sports, where we talk all Dallas Cowboy football. It has been a minute, man, and I've been working in the background to get ready for the season, to get ready and prepared for all that's going to happen this season. And I want to go over everything that we have witnessed so far, especially in the Cowboys and Rams scrimmage. And I'm going to give you some takeaways on some of this stuff, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's start with the O-line struggles. Now, our first-round pick, Tyler Booker, was somebody that we needed to get the trenches together, right? Now, in this process of us getting the trenches together, we also went out and got other free agents. Now, we got 3 or 4 different linemen in the offseason? And the first scrimmage with the Rams showed that we wasn't ready. Now, I don't know what that means. I know it's still early. I'm not tripping, right? But it was kind of concerning. It almost like we were dominated, right? Now, Tyler Booker played, and I didn't see any promising results from him playing that day. Now, again, it's early. Everybody's, just putting together a new scheme. So I don't want to beat nobody up. It's too early for that. But it's concerning. O-line struggled big time. Nathan Thomas, if that's our backup tackle, guys, we may be in trouble. Nathan Thomas was like a speed bump. He didn't stop your boy Verse. I forgot his first name, Verse. And Verse is a bad boy now, don't get me wrong. But you in the NFL, everybody's supposed to be somewhat good. I might say great. Verse is a great. But I expect Nathan Thomas to slow him down a little bit. Just a little bit. He didn't do that. He didn't look good yesterday, guys. But nobody on the offensive line looked good yesterday. I can't think of one person that looked decent on that offensive line. The running game was affected. I mean, they couldn't even get 2-3 yards. Their defensive line totally dominated our offensive line. So that's concerning to me. But we're going to move on. Let's talk about the cornerback. Cornerback struggles. Now, we've been hearing great things about Cal Elam, and he didn't disappoint in this scrimmage, but everybody else did. Andrew Booth. I remember I saw a report about Andrew Booth is looking good this offseason. Man, Andrew Booth looked like the same dude that we saw last year and the year before. I saw him falling down. I saw him just being abused by Devontae. Now, Devontae is a Hall of Famer. Don't get me twisted now. Let's don't get it wrong. He's a Hall of Famer. But you got to show some type of get back as a cornerback. I make y'all understand, all cornerbacks gonna get burned. Make no mistake. But the difference between getting burnt and you being a decent player is you got to make some plays as well. They all gonna get their time. But you got to make some plays. And our cornerbacks the other day did not make any plays. They didn't make any plays. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all saw what I saw, but I'm going to give y'all a little taste from Law Nation. This guy's a great content creator. Please go to his platform, Law Nation Sports. And I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of what our cornerbacks did yesterday.
All right, so the reality of it is the Cowboys secondary got scorched, right? And hopefully we will not see Andre Booth and Troy Pride guarding A.J. Brown and Smitty. But granted, this is Davante Adams, and he is by far one of the better route runners, even at the age of 32. And he routed them boys up left and right. 25 had no solutions at all. And 32, man, they slipping and sliding, riding skates out there. First football player to ever play with skates. That's what he put them boys into, a situation like that. It's just crazy. Salute.
Yeah, he ate them boys up, man. He ate them boys up. And, again, Davante Adams is a Hall of Famer, guys. Let's be real. He's a Hall of Famer. So, I ain't trying to give these boys a pass, but, again, Hall of Fame or not, you got to make a play. Make a play. Show me something. Don't just get abused out there, because they got abused. All right? All right, now we're going to get to this pass rush. Now, Donovan Ezeraku, he's had an amazing camp so far. But in the scrimmage, he decided to bull rush the majority of the time that he was pass rushing. Now, I don't know if they didn't want him to show some of the other things that he's been doing in practice, training camp. He didn't do any of his moves he did in training camp. And that might be by design. I don't know. But I just know that he just bull rushed and he really didn't put any pressure on the quarterbacks. But nobody did. And that's concerning. Now, I know Micah Parsons isn't there. But I'm concerned about the other guys. The Dante Fowlers. The Solomon Thomas. The other guys who are supposed to, put some pressure on the quarterback. They was essentially dominated yesterday. Their offensive line dominated our defensive line with no pass rush. And that was concerning to me. Really. We got to realize that we live and die by this pass rush because we're about turnovers. Our whole thing is about turnovers. So pass rushes is very important. Now I know it's all going to get fixed when Micah Parsons come back, right? And I'm going to get into that Micah Parsons because I heard there was a 4-hour meeting between Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones. Hopefully, Jerry done came to his senses, but we're going to get in that in a second. But I really want to focus on this pass rush because we have to get this fixed. I need Dante Fowler, Donovan Ezeraku, you two, especially you two, you have to show up. Now, we got a game Saturday. That's going to really tell the tale because you really couldn't do anything in this game. Matter of fact, I was told this was the nicest practice as far as teams practicing together. This was the nicest I've ever seen. Nobody got in fights. Nobody. It was so unaggressive, I was told. But hopefully, it was just the coaches telling the players, I can't see that though. I can't see the coaches telling the players to take it easy. This is your first time showing on the other side of the other team. You ain't against your own team now. You're against other teams. So I know you want to take it easy. You don't want to get hurt, but you got to show something, right? Now this is concerning. I got a lot of things that are concerning. All right, but let's get back to it. Now, talk a little bit about Micah Parsons. I heard there was a 4-hour meeting between Jerry and Micah Parsons. I'm hoping that's true. I'm hoping it's true. I'm hoping Jerry has finally come to his senses, because it makes absolutely no sense. Why you playing with this man? Right? Go ahead and get him signed. What are we doing? From the reports of the agent, from 105.3 The Fan, you playing around, Jerry. These guys came to you twice in 18 months. This should have been done. You drag your feet so much. The first time they came, you were doing Dak contract, and you told them you need Dak as the priority. But you drag your feet so much with Dak contract, you signed him right before the first game. So you ain't had no time to finish Micah Parsons' contract. But they came to you again. And when they came to you again, you still drugged your feet. What we doing? What are we doing? You got to quit jeopardizing your team just for clicks and likes. You want to be in the media and you want to be the forefront of this team so much that you don't care if you heard it. What we doing? If we're trying to win a championship, because I'm gonna tell you this, Jerry. Let me make you understand something. You picked Schottenheimer as your head coach. Now, I wasn't on board with Schottenheimer as a head coach, but he has installed a culture that I love so far. Now, it didn't play with this first scrimmage. It didn't play. All the things Schottenheimer did, all the competitiveness, all the different things he did not play in his first scrimmage. The offensive line looked unprepared, and the defensive line looked unprepared. But it's some good news. We're going to get into some good news later on, but that's the truth, right? So you need to make this work. You need to get Micah Parsons signed, because you picked Schottenheimer as his head coach. You're going to look crazy if this thing go left. And I don't think it's going to go left, but I'm just saying, if it goes left, you're going to look even crazier. Because there's going to be more people talking about how you picked Schottenheimer as a head coach. Nobody wanted him as head coach. And now if this goes left, you're going to even look crazier for picking him as a head coach. Right? Let's get into Kevonte Turpin. Now, if you want to have the MVP, to me, of training camp, it would be Kevonte Turpin. This dude is electric. I'm talking about he's unguardable. Now, what concerns me is he's a little light. He's a little light in the pants. Now, if he can get through the whole season without being hurt, because they got him doing so many things, now they're putting him in the backfield. And see, when you're that light, I don't know if there's anybody who compared to him as far as him being, so small and kind of not frail. I ain't gonna call him frail, but he's not a thick guy. He reminds me as far as his talent of a Dante Hall, right? Game breaker. But Dante Hall was a little stubby. He a little stout, right? Then you think about Darren Sproles. Darren Sproles a little stout dude. He was built, right? Who else you can compare him to? I don't think I would say Tank Dell, but I think Tank Dell's a little bit bigger than Kevonte Turpin. So you're asking Kevonte Turpin to be on special teams, wide receiver, slot, and you're talking about bringing him out the backfield. So he's going to get some punishment this year. And him being so light, can he hold up to that pressure? I hope he does. The dude is electric. You know what I think of sometimes? If he was on Kansas City, what would they do with Kevonte Turpin? This dude is amazing, man. So I'm looking for Schotty to really get this guy going. I just don't want him to get, overused in a sense, because I don't want him to get hurt. I need him to go through the whole season unharmed. But he's a secret weapon, man. You talking about a secret bullet. He ain't really no secret no more, to be honest with you. But you got CeeDee Lamb on one side. You got George Pickens on the other. And you put Kevonte in the slot, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? You can't have 8 in the box anymore, because we going over the top if that's the case. We gonna eat you alive. So you got to spread them out. That's a dangerous trio right there. And I'm gonna tell you something. I say Kevonte Turpin is the MVP. CeeDee Lamb is a close number 2. A close number 2. This dude he's been unguardable in practice and training camp. And in the scrimmage, he was unguardable as well. Let's move on. Now, let's talk about the wide receivers shining. Kevonte Turpin, George Pickens. And I'm going to go back to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, guys, looks like he is ready to take over the number 1 wide receiver in the league. Now, we can both, no, I ain't going to say this. We can all agree that CeeDee Lamb is at least top 5 as far as wide receiver. I would say top 3. But I think this man wants to be number 1. How he looking? Think about this. He missed training camp last year now. This is his first training camp in a minute. This man looks amazing. He's unguardable. Nobody can do anything with CeeDee Lamb, man. He's a workout warrior. And I think CeeDee Lamb is going to have a huge year. Huge year. But you know what? George Pickens. The acquisition of George Pickens has taken CeeDee Lamb to another level. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for CeeDee Lamb to have his best year ever, if that can be any better, because he's having great years. But George Pickens, that's gonna make him even better. Now let's talk about George Pickens. You're talking about one of the best bad ball catchers in the league. One of the best deep ball catchers in the league. So we're gonna scratch the field with George Pickens. So will George Pickens go deep? CeeDee Lamb go mid? You got Kevonte Turpin might getting a pitch from the side, coming out the backfield. What you gonna do with that? Y'all in trouble. I'm telling you, y'all in trouble. Only thing concerning to me is that offensive line. If we get the offensive line together, I'm telling you now, you're in trouble with this trio. Now Dak, this all on you, bro. You got every weapon you need. All you gotta do is pull the trigger, my guy. Just pull the trigger and aim the right way, right? You gotta make sure you don't turn the ball over too. Don't get cute. Make sure you don't turn that ball over. Make sure you're reasonable with your reads and everything, and take care of these boys, man. Because you got weapons, man. You got weapons like you've never had. You had Amari Cooper and CD one time. This reminds me of that, right? But now it's even better because of Turpin, right? Turpin done stepped up. He done stepped up big time. So that helps a lot. Now, I am looking for us, I don't know, CeeDee Lamb 1,500 yards, George Pickens 1,300 yards, Turpin, I'm going to say 1,200 yards. That's right. That's right, I said it. All right, guys, let's talk about Schotty. Schotty wasn't happy with this scrimmage, man. He was not happy. All the kumbaya that we've been experiencing this off season. All the going to dinners together. All the playing basketball and the competitive spirit that he's been thriving and pushing. It didn't show up in the scrimmage. Why? I don't know. Could it be we didn't have a lot of starters playing? I want you to understand that, right? We didn't have Guyton there. I think Tyler Smith sat out, if I'm not mistaken. And we did have some other players who did not play. So we didn't have all our starters there. But whether we didn't have starters or not, we didn't look good on both sides of the ball, on the lines. And that's what Schotty was about, fixing the lines. Remember, his whole theme is toughness, aggressiveness. Now, I'm going to say this early, and I'm not making no judgment saying this has anything to do with our season, but I'm going to say this. With all the changes that he's made, with all the competitive kumbaya, buddy, friendly atmosphere that he's made, and they don't perform, this can go left real quick. Real quick. You got to reward your coach. If y'all wanted this, if y'all wanted all this better coaching, this happiness, you wanted the music on the field and practice, you wanted all these changes, and he's giving it to you. He's supporting you. He's a team player. You got to reward your coach. Don't leave him hanging, right? Don't leave him just out there where everybody can talk, because you know the media, they coming. And I ain't talking about the Dallas media. I'm talking about the NFL, ESPN, they coming. If y'all go to Philly and get your ass blowed out, they coming. Everything, and they coming for Brian Schottenheimer. And from what he has done, I think he's done a fantastic job so far. Hiring the coaches. Every coach he's brought in, I love. And Clayton Adams, new offensive coordinator. I think he's going to put something great together. We just got to give it time. Just give it time, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to give you my final thoughts, right? My final thoughts. We went and got Tyler Booker to strengthen this offensive line. Our first real look in scrimmage, it didn't look great. But I'm not going to blame this all on Tyler Booker. But I'm a little concerned because before Robert, was it Parker, the guy who we got from Miami, before he got hurt, he took over as starter over Tyler Booker. Now, you guys know Tyler Booker has hyped me up. He talks a lot. Brother, you got to back up that talking now. You got me hyped up. You know, I was team weapon. I wasn't team trenches. But you have wore me out. You wore me over with your talking, your speeches, and how you approach the game. Got me hyped up. Now I need to see it on the field now. From what you said, you gonna make them pay. You gonna make them quit. I need to see that. I know you're learning, and I get it. But I need to see that from you, young man, because you did a lot of talking. And Philly coming. So I need you to get it together, and I'm going to give you time. I ain't going to beat you up now. But again, I was team weapons. And I'm going to tell you this. Micah Parsons, I don't know if y'all know, But that man looking fantastic over there. I think he's in Tampa Bay. He looking fantastic. But I know we got George Pickett. I get it. I understand. Thank God we got George Pickett, because if we didn't get George Pickett, I'd have been mad with y'all. But I ain't mad. I think Tyler Book gonna put it together. We just gotta give him time. That's all. As far as the rest of the team, CeeDee Lamb look amazing. Kevonte Turpin looks amazing. Those two right there are my stars of training camp and this last little practice, little scrimmage we had. So I'm very happy about that. I'm concerned about the defensive line, defensive tackle. I'm concerned. Mozzie, I mean, I haven't heard anything good about you yesterday in the scrimmage. Anything. And I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned about our cornerbacks. We had a chance to go get, what's the guy's name we had a couple of years ago? I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but that's okay. We had a chance to go get some cornerbacks, and we didn't do it. If y'all depending on Booth, shame on you. Booth is the same guy. He's a jag. No disrespect, bro. He's a jag. Be honest. Right? Kia Elam, he's a godsend. He's been having a great training camp, and he looks great. He looks fantastic in training camp. So hopefully he's there. We got Javon Diggs will be coming back soon. But, you know, with the injury like that, it's going to take him a couple of games before he get back to what he normally is. So I ain't looking at him to come back and just saving our cornerback room. Deron Bland, I didn't hear too much about him. They didn't throw his way in scrimmage too much. They stayed away from Deron Bland. So we got those two, Deron Bland and Kyle Elam, to kind of hold us down a little bit till Trevon Diggs get back. But Booth, we got to get some corners in here, man. We got to go sign some corners. Hopefully that'll happen. Micah Parsons, get him signed, please. Quit playing with this man. Quit playing with Cowboy fans, Jerry. You blowing us, man. Every time we get hyped up for the season, you take a water hose and you extinguish our hope. And I'm tired of you doing it. Let's get these guys signed. Let's get Micah Parsons signed. Let's get a cornerback. And whatever you need to do, make a trade, whatever, go get a defensive tackle, man, to stop the run. Please. Go get a defensive tackle, man. Mozzie ain't it. He's showing us. Let's see what will happen Saturday, and we're going to go from there, guys. We're going to go from there. Saturday, I don't know. I think we play at, I think we play at 8 o'clock that night. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the time, but hopefully we will be ready on Saturday and reward Schotty for giving us such a great training camp, mini camp, doing everything he's trying to do to make this team and change the culture of this team. Reward your coach, man. Reward your coach. All right, family, this is Dallas Cowboys coming to you from Family First. I want to thank my subscribers, man, for rocking with me, staying with me to the end. I'm going to be a little bit more consistent during football season, so you'll see a lot more of me. But thank you, guys. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I plan to bring you guys some great content moving forward. Y'all stay up.